It was not an easy task.
It's 1850. Women aren't allowed to vote. They're not allowed to divorce. They're not recognized at all under the law. Then in April, in Salem, Ohio, women from all over the state came here for the Ohio Women's Convention.
It was a very forward-thinking and assertive and risky proposition.
Ginger Grilly is president of the Salem Historical Society. She says this was huge. It was the first state convention in the U.S. It was also the first to try to change a state constitution.
Women were beaten. They were shunned in society if they advocated for the right to vote. It was socially unacceptable.
They put out a call, only expecting 200 people to show up. More than double turned out, making a long and difficult journey to this little valley town.
Wagons, walked, horses. That's how people traveled in those days.
Right where I am now, this is where these very women walked. I know it's hard to picture it, but bear with me here for a second. Right here behind me in this parking lot, that's where one church was back in 1850. This parking lot was another one. This is where these women changed the course of history.
It was to address our role in society and to attempt to change the state constitution.
By the end of this two-day convention, the group came up with 22 resolutions, 22 things they believed should be considered fundamental rights. They weren't adopted yet, but it made progress. After several more conventions just like this one, women were finally allowed to vote in 1920.
I'm a passionate person about voting. But particularly to know that at one point in the past, women didn't have that right and weren't recognized. And so to me, that's very important.
But why Salem? Why our home? Turns out it was the perfect concoction.
There was a lot of support here for equality for all people, black, white, men, women, children. Salem was a logical place to do that because there was the support, there was the space, and there were people willing to undertake the tasks.